Welcome back to Who Died Today US, the channel where we remember and honor the lives of those we've lost. From Hollywood stars to music legends and historic figures, we pay tribute to the legacies they left behind. If you want to keep their memories alive with us, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story.
Marianne Faithfull, who passed away at the age of 78, was a singer, songwriter, and actress whose voice and artistry shaped generations of music and culture. She passed away peacefully in London, surrounded by her loving family, leaving behind a legacy of resilience, reinvention, and raw emotion in her work. Born in 1946, Faithfull's career began in the 1960s, where she quickly became a defining figure in the British music scene. With her ethereal beauty and distinctive voice, she captivated audiences with songs like As Tears Go By, a timeless classic that introduced her to the world. However, Faithfull was far more than just a muse of the era. She was an artist in her own right, weaving stories of love, heartbreak, and personal transformation into her music. Her career spanned decades, evolving from folk-pop innocence to the haunting and deeply personal sound of albums like Broken English, 1979, which solidified her status as a powerful and uncompromising voice in rock and new wave. Her later work, including Before the Poison, 2004, and Give My Love to London, 2014, showcased her ability to constantly reinvent herself while remaining true to the raw honesty that defined her artistry. Beyond music, Faithfull made her mark as an actress, appearing in films and theater productions that highlighted her dramatic depth and unique presence. Her life was not without struggles. She faced personal battles with addiction and health issues, but her ability to rise, time and time again, made her a symbol of endurance and artistic courage. Faithfull's influence stretched beyond her own discography, inspiring countless musicians with her evocative storytelling and unmistakable voice. She was a trailblazer who refused to be defined by any one era, instead continuing to create and inspire well into her later years. Her passing marks the end of an extraordinary journey, but her music and legacy will continue to resonate. Marianne Faithfull was more than just a voice. She was a storyteller, a survivor, and an artist who truly lived through her songs. She will be remembered not only for the beauty she brought into the world, but for the strength and authenticity that defined her remarkable life. Marlena Shaw, who passed away at the age of 84, was a dynamic and soulful vocalist whose music resonated across generations. With a career spanning over 6 decades, she captivated audiences with her distinctive voice, blending jazz, soul, funk, and R&B into a sound that was truly her own. Her influence extended beyond her recordings, as her music became a staple in hip-hop samples, television commercials, and the rare groove scene. Born in New Rochelle, New York, Shaw's introduction to music came early, thanks to her uncle, jazz trumpeter Jimmy Burgess. Under his guidance, she was exposed to the works of jazz greats like Dizzy Gillespie and Miles Davis. At just 10 years old, she took the stage at the Apollo Theater, a moment that foreshadowed the incredible career ahead of her. Though she initially pursued formal music education, her passion for performance led her away from the classroom and into the vibrant jazz club scene of the 1960s. Shaw's big break came in 1966 when she landed a gig with the Playboy Club in Chicago, leading to a contract with Chess Records. It was here that she recorded California Soul, a song that would become one of her signature tracks and an enduring favorite in the UK's rare groove movement. Over the years, her music found new life in commercials and hip-hop samples, ensuring that her voice continued to reach new audiences. In the 1970s, she moved to Blue Note and later Columbia Records, where she released the acclaimed Sweet Beginnings album in 1977. Tracks like You Ma Go Away Little Boy and Look at Me, Look at You further cemented her place as a powerhouse vocalist. Her ability to interpret songs with deep emotion and authenticity made her stand out in an era filled with legendary voices. Beyond her recordings, Shaw was a captivating live performer. She graced the stages of festivals worldwide, including multiple appearances at the North Sea Jazz Festival. Her stage presence, humor, and ability to connect with her audience made her concerts unforgettable experiences. Marlena Shaw's legacy is one of timeless music, versatility, and artistic excellence. She leaves behind a rich catalog that continues to inspire and move listeners. Her voice, filled with passion and soul, will live on, ensuring that her music remains a cherished part of the soundtrack of life. Gary Graham, who passed away at the age of 73, left behind a rich legacy as a talented actor, musician, and storyteller. With a career spanning over 5 decades, he became a familiar face on television and in film, captivating audiences with his dynamic performances and unforgettable characters. Born in Long Beach, California, Graham's journey into acting began in the 1970s. He quickly made a name for himself with early roles, including the 1980 CBS miniseries Scruples and a guest appearance on Moonlighting alongside Bruce Willis. However, it was his portrayal of Detective Matthew Sykes in Alien Nation and its subsequent TV movies that cemented his place in science fiction history. His character, a tough yet compassionate police officer navigating an evolving world alongside extraterrestrial immigrants, resonated with fans and made the series a cult favorite. Graham's connection to science fiction deepened with his contributions to the Star Trek universe. As the Vulcan ambassador Soval in Star Trek Enterprise, he brought depth and nuance to a character who played a pivotal role in humanity's early interactions with the Vulcans. He also appeared in Star Trek, Voyager, and starred in fan productions such as Star Trek, Of Gods and Men, and Star Trek, Renegades, further endearing himself to Trekkies worldwide. Beyond television, Graham had an extensive film career, appearing in Hardcore, The Hollywood Knights, All the Right Moves, The Last Warrior, Robot Jocks, and Siren, among many others. In 2008, he took on a new challenge by directing and writing the film Interviews. His passion for storytelling extended into the digital space, where he participated in web series such as Universal Dead and The Jace Hall Show. Graham was also a musician, performing with the Gary Graham Band and the Sons of Kirk. His love for music was another avenue where he expressed his creativity and connected with his fans. Despite his passing, Gary Graham's legacy remains in the stories he told, the characters he brought to life, and the impact he had on the science fiction and entertainment communities. His work continues to inspire, reminding us of his talent, versatility, and passion for the craft. Bob Edwards, who passed away at the age of 76, was a trailblazing broadcast journalist whose voice became a trusted companion to millions of listeners. His contributions to public radio spanned decades, leaving a lasting impact on the way news and storytelling were presented to audiences across the nation. He died in Arlington, Virginia, from metastatic bladder cancer and heart failure, but his legacy in journalism remains strong. Born in Louisville, Kentucky, Edwards' passion for radio developed early, leading him to a career that shaped American broadcasting. After serving in the U.S. Army as a broadcaster for the American Forces Korea Network, he joined NPR in 1974. His warm, steady delivery and insightful interviews quickly earned him a place as a co-host on All Things Considered before he became the founding host of Morning Edition in 1979. For over 24 years, he guided listeners through the day's news with his distinctive, measured tone, making Morning Edition the second most listened-to radio show in the country. Edwards' interviews were legendary, spanning political figures, authors, and cultural icons. His weekly conversations with sportscaster Red Barber, which often veered beyond sports into broader reflections on life, became a beloved segment. In 1999, his work was honored with a Peabody Award, recognizing his ability to connect with audiences in a way that was both authoritative and intimate. Despite his deep bond with listeners, NPR made the controversial decision to remove Edwards from Morning Edition in 2004, citing a need for a fresh sound. The move sparked an outpouring of support from his audience, with tens of thousands voicing their disappointment. Edwards, ever the professional, transitioned to new ventures, launching The Bob Edwards Show on Sirius XM, followed by Bob Edwards Weekend, which was distributed to public radio stations nationwide. His career continued to evolve, culminating in his role as host of the AARP podcast Take On Today, where he addressed issues relevant to aging Americans. His work earned numerous accolades, including induction into the National Radio Hall of Fame in 2004. Beyond journalism, Edwards was an author, penning Fridays with Red, a tribute to his friendship with Red Barber, and Edward R. Murrow and the Birth of Broadcast Journalism, highlighting his admiration for one of radio's pioneers. His memoir, A Voice in the Box, offered a candid reflection on his storied career. Bob Edwards' passing marks the end of an era in radio journalism, but his influence will continue to inspire future generations of broadcasters. His voice, wisdom, and dedication to storytelling will be remembered as hallmarks of excellence in journalism. Pamela Salem, who passed away at the age of 80, was a distinguished British actress known for her versatility and captivating presence across film, television, and audio dramas. Born in Bombay, India, she grew up with a global perspective, receiving her education at Whispers School, Heidelberg University, and the Central School of Speech and Drama in London. Her career spanned decades, making her a beloved figure in British and international entertainment. Salem's television career included a variety of memorable roles, showcasing her talent in both drama and fantasy genres. She gained recognition as the menacing witch Baylor in the ITV children's fantasy series Into the Labyrinth, and she left a strong impression on EastEnders fans with her portrayal of the enigmatic and powerful Joanne Francis. Her contributions to Doctor Who were particularly celebrated, as she played Twos in The Robots of Death, 1977, and Professor Rachel Jensen in Remembrance of the Daleks, 1888, later reprising her role in Big Finish's Countermeasures audio dramas. Beyond these roles, Salem's presence was felt in an array of classic British television series, from Blake's Seven and the Professionals to All Creatures Great and Small, French Fields, and Howard's Way. Her talent crossed the Atlantic as well, with appearances in American productions such as Magnum, P.I., ER, Party of Five, and The West Wing, where she portrayed a British Prime Minister. On the big screen, Salem is fondly remembered for playing Miss Moneypenny in the unofficial James Bond film Never Say Never Again, 1983, starring Sean Connery. She had previously worked alongside Connery in The First Great Train Robbery, 1979, and also featured in films such as The Bitch, 1979, Night Train to Murder, 1983, Gods and Monsters, 1998, and Quicksand, 2002. Her voice work extended to anime, notably in Hellsing Ultimate. A dedicated performer, Salem brought depth and elegance to every role she played. She was married to actor Michael O'Hagan until his passing in 2017, and together they made their home in Surfside, Florida, where she spent her final years. Pamela Salem's passing marks the loss of a remarkable talent whose performances delighted audiences for generations. Whether playing a heroine, a villain, or a mysterious figure in between, she brought a unique charm and gravitas to every role. Her work will continue to be cherished by fans of classic British television, science fiction, and film. Pamela Salem, who passed away at the age of 80, was a distinguished British actress known for her versatility and captivating presence across film, television, and audio dramas. Born in Bombay, India, she grew up with a global perspective, receiving her education at Whispers School, Heidelberg University, and the Central School of Speech and Drama in London. Her career spanned decades, making her a beloved figure in British and international entertainment. Salem's television career included a variety of memorable roles, showcasing her talent in both drama and fantasy genres. She gained recognition as the menacing witch Baylor in the ITV children's fantasy series Into the Labyrinth, and she left a strong impression on EastEnders fans with her portrayal of the enigmatic and powerful Joanne Francis. Her contributions to Doctor Who were particularly celebrated, as she played Twos in The Robots of Death, 1977, and Professor Rachel Jensen in Remembrance of the Daleks, 1888, later reprising her role in Big Finish's Countermeasures audio dramas. Beyond these roles, Salem's presence was felt in an array of classic British television series, from Blake's Seven and the Professionals to All Creatures Great and Small, French Fields, and Howard's Way. Her talent crossed the Atlantic as well, with appearances in American productions such as Magnum, P.I., ER, Party of Five, and The West Wing, where she portrayed a British Prime Minister. On the big screen, Salem is fondly remembered for playing Miss Moneypenny in the unofficial James Bond film Never Say Never Again, 1983, starring Sean Connery. She had previously worked alongside Connery in The First Great Train Robbery, 1979, and also featured in films such as The Bitch, 1979, Night Train to Murder, 1983, Gods and Monsters, 1998, and Quicksand, 2002. Her voice work extended to anime, notably in Hellsing Ultimate. A dedicated performer, Salem brought depth and elegance to every role she played. She was married to actor Michael O'Hagan until his passing in 2017, and together they made their home in Surfside, Florida, where she spent her final years. Pamela Salem's passing marks the loss of a remarkable talent whose performances delighted audiences for generations. Whether playing a heroine, a villain, or a mysterious figure in between, she brought a unique charm and gravitas to every role. Her work will continue to be cherished by fans of classic British television, science fiction, and film. Charles Cyphers, who passed away at the age of 85, was a talented and beloved actor known for his iconic roles in film and television. His work, particularly in the horror genre, left a lasting impression on audiences, and his collaborations with director John Carpenter helped define an era of cinema. He passed away in Tucson, Arizona, after a brief illness. Born with a natural gift for performance, Cyphers made his film debut in Truck Turner, 1974, before gaining widespread recognition in Carpenter's Assault on Precinct 13, 1976. However, it was his role as Sheriff Lee Brackett in Halloween, 1978, that cemented his place in horror history. His portrayal of the small-town sheriff grappling with the terrifying events of that fateful Halloween night made him a fan favorite. He reprised the role in Halloween 2, 1981, and later returned to the franchise in Halloween Kills, 2021, a testament to his enduring connection with the series and its loyal fans. Beyond Halloween, Cyphers had a prolific career in film and television. He collaborated with Carpenter multiple times, appearing in The Fog, 1980, as Dan O'Bannon, and in Escape from New York, 1981, as the Secretary of State. His ability to bring authenticity and depth to his roles made him a sought-after character actor, and he continued to captivate audiences with his performances in both horror and dramatic films. Cyphers' television career was equally impressive. He had a recurring role as Hugo Muncie on The Betty White Show and made guest appearances on some of the most popular series of his time, including Wonder Woman, Barnaby Jones, The Dukes of Hazzard, and Roots. In the 1990s, he appeared in ER, Seinfeld, JAG, and Sliders, showcasing his versatility as an actor across multiple genres. In addition to his on-screen work, Cyphers had a strong presence in theater, performing in productions such as 12 Angry Men. His dedication to the craft of acting was evident in every role he took on, whether in film, television, or on stage. Charles Cyphers' passing is a great loss to the entertainment world, but his contributions will continue to be celebrated by fans and colleagues alike. His performances, especially in the horror genre, remain timeless, and his legacy as a dependable and gifted character actor will be cherished for generations to come. Colin Peterson, who passed away at the age of 78, was a talented musician and actor whose contributions to the music industry, particularly as a drummer for the Bee Gees, left a lasting impact. His rhythmic precision and dedication helped shape the sound of one of the most successful bands in history. He passed away just days after another former Bee Gees drummer, Dennis Bryan, marking a solemn moment for fans of the legendary group. Born in Australia, Peterson first found fame as a child actor, starring in films such as Smiley, 1956, and The Scamp, 1957. By the late 1960s, however, his focus had shifted to music. After playing in several bands, he became an integral part of the Bee Gees during their rise to global fame. As the first non-Gibb member of the group, Peterson's drumming powered some of their most iconic early albums, including Bee Gees' first, Horizontal, Idea, Odessa, and Cucumber Castle. His ability to balance solid rock beats with the band's evolving orchestral pop sound made him a vital contributor to their signature style. Despite his success with the Bee Gees, Peterson's time with the band came to an end in 1969. Disagreements over management and finances led to his departure, and his contributions to Cucumber Castle went uncredited. Nevertheless, he remained a respected musician and later formed the band Humpy Bong. He also managed singer-songwriter Jonathan Kelly and dabbled in acting once again. In later years, Peterson remained connected to the Bee Gees' legacy, frequently performing with the best of the Bee Gees tribute show. His reflections on music highlighted his belief that creativity and passion mattered more than technical perfection, a philosophy that defined his career. Beyond his musical achievements, Peterson was a devoted husband to his wife, Joanne, and a loving father to their two sons, Jaime and Ben. He spent his later years in Australia, where he continued to share his passion for music. Colin Peterson's contributions to the Bee Gees' early success will always be remembered by fans of the band and music historians alike. His steady, creative drumming laid the foundation for some of the greatest pop songs ever recorded, and his legacy will continue to inspire musicians for generations to come. Andy Paley, who passed away at the age of 73, was a gifted songwriter, producer, and musician whose influence spanned across rock, pop, and animation. His ability to blend catchy melodies with deep musical craftsmanship made him a respected figure in the music industry. After a career filled with collaborations with legendary artists, he ultimately succumbed to complications from throat cancer in Colchester, Vermont. Born in Washington, D.C., on November 1, 1951, Paley's musical journey began in his teens as a drummer and singer. He first gained recognition in the Boston music scene with Catfish Black, later renamed the Sidewinders, which included future rock luminaries like Jerry Harrison and Billy Squier. His early work reflected his love for rock and roll's raw energy and helped shape the punk and power pop movements. Alongside his brother Jonathan, Paley formed the Paley Brothers, a duo known for their infectious melodies and harmonies. Though their tenure was brief, they left an impact on the power pop scene of the 1970s. Paley's career flourished beyond performing as he became a sought-after producer and songwriter, working with some of music's most celebrated names, including Brian Wilson, Madonna, Jerry Lee Lewis, K.D. Lang, and Elton John. His deep friendship and collaboration with Brian Wilson resulted in some of Wilson's most notable solo work, with Paley co-writing and producing tracks that captured the spirit of the Beach Boys while introducing fresh elements. Wilson once called Paley the most frighteningly talented person he had ever worked with, a testament to his musical prowess. Beyond traditional rock and pop, Paley's creativity extended into television and film. His compositions for The Ren and Stimpy Show, SpongeBob SquarePants, and Camp Lazlo became beloved by audiences of all ages. He co-wrote the It's a SpongeBob Christmas album with Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob, and his musical touch brought warmth and humor to many animated classics. Despite his battle with cancer, Paley remained dedicated to music until his final days. He leaves behind his wife, Heather, their twin sons, and a legacy of timeless songs and productions. Andy Paley's music will continue to inspire, bringing joy to generations of listeners. His passion, innovation, and deep love for music ensure that his contributions will never be forgotten. Tom Christopher, who passed away at the age of 84, was a talented and charismatic actor known for his compelling performances across television and film. With a career spanning decades, Christopher brought intensity, depth, and charm to every role he played, making a lasting impact on fans and the entertainment industry alike. Born with a passion for storytelling, Christopher pursued his love for acting at Ithaca College and honed his craft at the prestigious neighborhood playhouse. His dedication to the art of performance led him to roles that showcased his remarkable versatility, from science fiction to soap operas. One of his most iconic roles was that of Hawk, the enigmatic half-man, half-bird warrior, in the second season of Buck Rogers in the 25th Century. His portrayal of the noble and mysterious character captivated audiences, securing his place as a fan favorite in the sci-fi genre. His unique presence and commanding screen persona made Hawk an unforgettable addition to the series. Christopher also made his mark in daytime television, particularly with his unforgettable role as the villainous Pennsylvania mob boss, Carlo Hesser, on One Life to Live. His performance was a masterclass in playing a ruthless yet compelling antagonist, and he brought the same energy to his portrayal of Hesser's timid twin, Mortimer Byrne. His ability to seamlessly transition between such contrasting characters showcased his range and talent, earning him admiration from both audiences and his peers. In addition to One Life to Live, Christopher had notable roles in other popular soap operas, including Loving, Guiding Light, and The Edge of Night, where he originated the role of Noel Douglas. His work in daytime television cemented his reputation as a dynamic performer capable of bringing both complexity and authenticity to his characters. Christopher's contributions to the entertainment industry extended beyond his performances. His passion for storytelling and commitment to his craft inspired many aspiring actors. His ability to transform into larger-than-life characters while maintaining emotional nuance was a testament to his skill and dedication. He leaves behind a legacy of memorable performances and a body of work that continues to be cherished by fans. Tom Christopher's talent, charisma, and dedication to the art of acting will be fondly remembered, and his presence in the world of television and film will be deeply missed. Diane Delano, who passed away at the age of 67 after a battle with cancer, was a beloved character actress known for her commanding presence, humor, and unforgettable roles in both live-action and animated television. With a career spanning decades, she brought depth and personality to every character she portrayed, leaving a lasting impact on audiences and colleagues alike. Born on January 29, 1957 in Los Angeles, Delano came from a family with deep roots in Hollywood. Her grandfather was actor John Merton. From an early age, she demonstrated a passion for performing, eventually carving out a niche as a standout character actress in television and film. One of her most well-known roles was Sergeant Barbara Szymanski on the CBS hit series Northern Exposure. As the no-nonsense but endearing law enforcement officer with a soft spot for hauling Vancouver, Delano brought humor and heart to the role, earning her a dedicated fan following. She further solidified her place in television history as the sharp-tongued and formidable Roberta Bobby Glass-on-Popular, a role that perfectly showcased her comedic timing and commanding screen presence. Delano also had a strong presence in the world of soap operas, appearing as Hilda, an FBI agent on Days of Our Lives, where she once again displayed her versatility as an actress. Her ability to play tough yet relatable characters made her a sought-after performer in both drama and comedy. Beyond live-action television, Delano's rich, distinctive voice made her a prolific voice actress. She brought life to a variety of animated characters, from Mauve Riedel in the Ben 10 franchise to Stampa in Superman, the animated series, and Pantha in Teen Titans. One of her most cherished roles was Tuba in Infinity Train, where she provided warmth and depth to the beloved character. Delano's talent, humor, and dedication to her craft made her a cherished figure in the entertainment industry. She was known not only for her work on screen, but also for her kindness, generosity, and ability to bring laughter to those around her. Her legacy will live on through the countless roles she played and the joy she brought to audiences everywhere. Diane Delano will be deeply missed, but her impact on television and animation will continue to be celebrated for years to come. Breaking news, News 1. Wendy Williams has been spotted in public for the first time in over a year, bringing joy and optimism to fans. The former talk show host visited Bolingo Balance, a holistic store in Newark, New Jersey, accompanied by her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. This marked her first public outing since March 2023. An employee at the store, owned by Victor Bowman, son of renowned herbalist Dr. Sebi, described Williams as sharp, upbeat, and very bubbly. She engaged in light conversation about her health, expressing interest in improving circulation but refraining from sharing further details. Photos of the visit quickly circulated on social media, with Bowman praising Williams and Kevin Jr. showing his support. Fans were thrilled to see her in good spirits as she has faced health challenges, including Graves' disease. Her positive demeanor during the outing offers hope that she is focusing on her well-being and recovery. News 2. WNBA star Sophie Cunningham made waves with her eye-catching pregame outfit, turning heads before the Phoenix Mercury's matchup against the New York Liberty. The 6-year veteran stepped out in a striking multicolored cutout dress, exuding confidence and style. Sporting noticeable tan lines, Cunningham's look drew playful attention, with the team's social media jokingly captioning her entrance video. This week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa. Embracing the spotlight, Cunningham smiled and posed for cameras before heading to the locker room. On the court, she played 32 minutes, contributing 2 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds in the Mercury's 84-70 loss. Her bold fashion moment highlights a growing trend in the WNBA, where players like Angel Reese, Cameron Brink, and Kelsey Plum are redefining pre-game entrances as showcases of personal style. Cunningham's confident look further cements the league's evolving mix of athleticism and fashion-forward flair.